Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now.
Hello, how are you guys doing tonight? Welcome in, everybody. It'll be just a moment. I'm sorry I'm running late, but we'll get there. Sorry, I was reading the screen there. I'm just trying to get you guys up on my screen over here. That way it'll be a easier live for everybody. Okay. So how's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys having a good night? Bad night, good night? I hate when it does that. It'll say 26, it said 26 views 23 minutes ago. But we never went live. So then I always have to exit out and go back in. But welcome in, everybody. We'll give it a couple seconds. We'll let some people kind of come in and we'll get right to it. If I can get you over here. And I did find some cool videos to show you guys too. I don't know if we'll get to them tonight, but we should be able to. I don't see why not. One of them is a video that is from the crime. I've actually had these videos for a while. I was going to show them to you. One of the videos shows from the crime scene to Kohberger's, and the other one shows from Kohberger's to the crime scene. So we'll watch over those tonight. I also have a picture that is going to say 1,000 words that I found. I could not believe when I found it. I was like, I haven't seen this before because it's not been out there. That's why. So you'll only see it on this channel and whoever recorded this video's channel. So, but welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't mind, take a second, hit the like. If you're new here, my name is Tanya or TitaniumBuilt. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mary Beth. I appreciate that. This is Vincent's shirt. I stole this off of him. So I'll tell him that you liked it. He'll never get it back. I'm like, he'll never get it back. And then I laugh, which he doesn't want it back. And I went and bought 2 more today. It's just extra big and I like it. It feels nice. It feels like really, really nice. So, no, I got it for him actually. Let me rephrase that before people were like, she's taking the clothes right off his back. His mom listens, guys. I bought this shirt for him. It was on clearance actually at Target for $9 and it's a very good quality shirt. Let me tell you. I mean, it's got some fabric to it. Well, I got it in a large and he wore it about 3 minutes, I think, in the car. And he was like, I really don't like this shirt. And I was like, well, it's killing me looking at you in it. Like you could tell he was like fighting it. So we stopped and we got him a different one. So I got this one. Well, I put it on today. And then I was like, phew. So I'm with my little cart at the Target, going to get cat treats and cat food. And let's just say I might have went down the guys section today into the clearance. Maybe I picked up another couple of colors, maybe a blue, maybe a gray, I think. But thanks, Ladybug, and thanks, Mary Beth. Gives me an excuse to, tell you all about my shirt while people are, coming into the chat. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And I will be showing off clothes from my actual boutique on my other live, or on my other channel, the next live that we do over there. I was like, why didn't I do this before? I was like, that's such a good idea. Then you guys can see the stuff. And if you guys just want to come over just for the conversation, you could be there just for the conversation. You don't have to be there necessarily for that. Also, I do have some stuff I'm going to give away, like makeup and stuff in a giveaway. Once we accumulate a little bit more, I ended up putting the lotion that was for your face. I didn't end up using it. I was going to keep it for myself. And I was like, nah, I'll put it in there. So yes, thank you guys. Well, I appreciate the compliments. You guys are very sweet to me. I appreciate that. That's why I come here every night. I'm like, shoot, I need a compliment. I'm just kidding. Vincent gives them to me. He's actually been talking to me the whole day, talking my ear off. I'm like, what's going on with you, bro? No, I'm just kidding. He had a big day, so. What baby girl say? Who made a Facebook page? I didn't see who made a Facebook page. Well, why the heck am I not seeing it? Well, let me know. I want to know. I'm like, dang it, I want to know. I'm going all the way back to the top. I'm like, I didn't see it. Oh, Olivia and Steve Jr. Yeah, that's a little. It's Facebook. Aren't they too young for Facebook? I mean, not meaning anyone's too old for Facebook, but I feel like Facebook's an older platform, isn't it? I don't know these things. I thought Instagram was where it's at. Right? Instagram? No one does Instagram. Thanks, Lori. I appreciate that. And hello. Really? Even the family page post about? That is weird. Now, I do have some TikToks from Olivia we're going to go through tonight, just two. Not Olivia, Chronicles of Olivia, but Olivia, the sister of Kaylee, and I guess Steve Jr. But yeah, that's. What are they going to do with the Facebook page? That's okay. That's really okay. That is. I'm just going to say that's a little weird to me, just for the fact that I remember in my 20s, it was weird when people had Facebook pages together. You know what I mean? We would be like, does that mean they don't? And I'm not saying this at all to them. I believe they trust each other completely and utterly trust each other. I believe that. But it would be those kind of couples. You know what I mean? If you didn't trust your man, he wasn't going to have no Facebook of his own. So it was going to be this person and this person's page together. Do you guys remember that? Or maybe it was even on MySpace. But I remember. I do remember. I don't think so. We are going to go over that tonight, though, too. We're going to go over that actually first. Now, I've spoken about this before. Personally, me, I don't want to see a picture of any of those students other than when they were healthy and alive. I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Unless it was like a little cold and their mom's taking care of them. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, I don't need to see that. I don't want to see that. That's nightmare fuel. And I agree that there's some things that should be, just better kept sealed. And those are them. Now, if you want to give us like all the police records, give them to us all day long. I will take them all. I will take all of the reports. I'll take pictures of things that, like after the bodies have been removed. Take a picture if you want, right? That's okay. I might even look at that. I don't know about that, but I might. But I would never want to see these students and the victims, and I would never want that distributed around. Like if that was given to me, I would never distribute that to you guys or to anybody on any platform. Really? They're out there, they're blurred, but they're blurred out. I see it. Mm-hmm. See, blurred, I don't even want them. No. Mm-mm. No. Because if I was a parent, you got to think of it if you were the parent and really think about it. If this was your child, not like, oh yeah, I'd still do it. No, we got to think about this for a minute. If I had a baby that grew in me for 9 months and I raised this baby to be this young adult to go off to college, no way in hell. No way. I'd be so mad. I don't know and send them to me. If you got them, I want to see them. Oh, I just don't want to see any of that. Like that's just me. And I am curious about things. Like I'm so curious about exactly where everybody was and what all happened and all that. But that's just one thing I don't need that. I don't need. That's terrible. Is that what the 20,000 gets you? Well, yeah, they're not minors, but still, I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. This is such a gruesome crime. They don't need to be out. Oh, that's terrifying. I mean, so baby girl, you'd be okay if your kid was killed and say they're 18, 19. It don't matter. I mean, it's just, I just don't. What can we learn? That's okay. There we go. What can we learn from looking at dead bodies of these kids? What can we learn from that? I went to school for criminal justice, and there ain't nothing I want to learn up in that scene. I don't want to learn. But the courts can absolutely keep them sealed. Not everybody's autopsy reports are out there. I don't think I've ever seen. Has anyone seen? I mean, like, let's think. I haven't been in true crime for very long, so I don't know. I deal with a lot of kids, it seems like. Did they put Shanann Watts out? Chris Watts' wife's was her pictures out? I wonder. I mean, no, you guys can look though. Don't not look on my behalf. I mean, I'm just telling you how I feel. That's just me. Like that's just me. And I don't know. I've never been one for autopsy photos. That's why, like, when I wrote down, I mean, literally, it doesn't even say photos on my list of things that I wrote for my FOIA. Reports, body cam, interviews, videos, audio, jail calls, and jail letters is what I wrote. Like, I don't know. Thank you, Mary Beth. Did I thank you? I'm like, thank you, Mary Beth. And whoever got gifted a membership, I'm going to go back up and see. Sheila, Candy, Bon. Oh, look at that's an easy name. Evangelina, and Dale. Evangelina, I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. I don't have a strong stomach, Scotty said. Yeah, Elizabeth, they did. And they were on the news after they did that. They put out, that was Zav Girl and a couple other people had access, I guess, to those. But the people that really covered that case with like respect and factual and all of that stuff, I was one of those people, I believe. I believe I was because I'm a factual channel. But I know other people that went and got like all of the jail calls for Letitia Stout and they got everything, right? They wanted it all, but they didn't want that, right? They're like, no, we don't want that. And they didn't show that on their channel. They just showed everything. But yes, someone did. They certainly did. They certainly did. And they about got canceled. I don't know how they didn't get canceled for that. They did almost get canceled for that. If someone ever put my mother's photos out there where she didn't have an autopsy, but like photos of my mom even dead, I would freak. But I mean, I have I'm weird. I'm crazy lady when it comes to my mom. Oh, thanks, Mary Beth. Well, just think this year I'm 40, so okay. So I'm gonna start reading through this. She got me a really nice birthday gift last year. She had Annie Elise tell me happy birthday, and I still have it. It's still on my page, and it's still on my phone. It'll probably come up here soon in my my memories. So I guess Kaylee's dad came out and did an interview with News Nation the other night. I didn't get to watch it, so I figured we watch it together. But I'm sure you guys have probably already seen it. But you're going to watch it with me now, if you guys don't mind. And then we'll kind of go from there. I do have the security footage that everyone has. I'm pretty sure everyone has it by now. The Idaho Statesman got it, and let's just say it was really weird. If I would have known this was on their YouTube account, it would have saved me about 3-hour conversation I'd have tomorrow with them, because they didn't. I tried to sign up, and it like took the money out of my card, and then it like was like, nope, we're not going to let you. So, and then I have a video, like I said, of the ride there and the ride back, and then also another little article that we can read. Right, Kathy? Yeah. Yeah, he probably would get off knowing that they're out there. Hey, Lise. I know. Okay, so okay, just so I know, because I don't want to like stumble upon these. Hey, I was going to call you today. If you say you're off, I'm going to cry. Say that you worked all day. But can someone just like let me, so KTVB, well, they're local. I'm just trying not to see anything. Like, I don't want to see anything. Wow. Okay, good. Because I was like, on my way up to Columbus, I was going to, and then on my way back from Columbus, I was going to call you, and then I was like just trying to get back. So I was like, oh, just get back. Hey, Katie K. How are you? Missed ya. Missed you in chat. Okay, well, it's good to see everyone. The dog's asleep. Okay, well, we're going to hear, well, this is what we're about to read then is going to make and listen to. It's going to make it even that much sadder then, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure he's going to say in here, that's like his fear. I don't know exactly what the wording is going to be, but I'm sure that is this man's fear was his little girls, not just one, but, he took his daughter's best friend underneath his wing too, just like her parents did with his daughter. Man, that makes me so mad. Just it's just so. So are there any pictures of the victims? Because I'll pull them up or whatever, as long as there's no and I'll look through to make sure there's nothing crazy. But that's so sad. I really didn't think that those would come out that quick. Right, Ishi? That's me too. I couldn't imagine not having the control. And hey, Angel, I'm going to say hello to you. I just I bet you there's not one family member out there that said, sure, we don't care, release them, whatever. I bet you. I bet you the Chapins right now, they're not built like the Gonzalez's. I feel like the Gonzalez family in one, like they're just two different families, right? I feel like the Chapins are so strong in like everything that they do. Really, they're just like you almost look at them sometimes. You're like, how are you that strong? But something like this, I feel like having the like, you know what I mean? That's not having your baby out there, just out there. I don't know. I know that they're adults. I know that. I know technically they're adults, but your frontal lobe's not even formed yet. I consider you a child. So, but this says Kaylee Gonzalez's dad has been outspoken about Idaho murders, but says one aspect must remain close to the chest. Man, I guess I don't know. If that's what it takes to be a journalist or something, then maybe I'm glad that I'm no Diane Sawyer, you know? What you need to know, we don't need to know any of this. We all know all that. So Steve Gonzalez, the father of one of the University of Idaho murder victims, is speaking out against the potential release of graphic crime scene photos and autopsy reports, saying some details should remain private out of respect for the victims and their families. I felt bad reading the autopsy, really, tell you the truth. During appearance on News Nation's Banfield on Wednesday, August 6th, Gonzalez said the families have been asked about which records they are comfortable having made public and that some go too far. So wait, hold on. They were asked? Gonzalez said the families have been asked. So asked by who? Like News Nation, or let's read more. Okay. No, they asked us about the toxicology report after we got that. We said we didn't care, he said. The autopsies of some, others wanted to keep that. And I understand that has, it has like an injury by injury write-ups. So it's pretty gruesome. So that those are the ones that I think that'll be the last one that really will try to keep close to the chest. So that's what they wanted to keep. Okay. Gonzalez emphasized, and we'll watch the video too in a minute, that while some documents may be acceptable to release, others like crime scene photos should remain sealed. Yeah, I believe all families have let that be known to the prosecuting team. That's not anything that we're interested in, and we've been worried that we would see those leaked at any time when you had like certain stories and certain things been leaked since the very beginning. We're afraid that we'd wake up one morning and that may be on, might be on TV. Gonzalez added, it won't be on TV. It'll be on your local, your local station, KTVB, or you can find it on YouTube at everycreatorunderthesun.com. It's going to be bad. Yeah, I believe all families, I already read that part. Gonzalez made it clear how deeply personal the issue is for him and the other families. You don't get that those are our children and we're not settling for that type of thing. Well, yeah, you are. You're settling for everything. Everything that you, okay. This is just like America's Next Top Model. I swear to God. Watch that show too much. Okay. Steve, I'm going to do an open letter to you. I'm going to have to do a separate video of this. Whatever you say that you want, right? Whatever you say that's near and dear to your heart, whatever that is, they're going to put that out. So just start telling them that, you really don't want pictures of Kaylee being happy and being full of life out there in the public. Just start saying stuff like that, because obviously everything that the families or certain families or families have, come, there's like a crossroads with the prosecution. There's been no talking and out at all. There's been no negotiation. There's been shut up. We're doing what we want to do. So And I'm saying that as a person who I love documents. I live for the facts. But that's just one fact I don't need. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing like the house that night and things of that nature, just for the fact that like that ping pong table was in a weird spot. Like those are things that aren't going to be seen on the animations. But I wouldn't want to see anything else. So it just says, Kaylee, one of the 4 college friends, along with Maddie, Xana, and Ethan, were brutally stabbed to death in their off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho on November 13th, 2022. The discussion over what case documents should remain under seal has intensified since 30-year-old Bryan Kohberger pled guilty to the murders last month, avoiding a trial and the death penalty. Instead, Kohberger was sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole on July 23rd. Yeah, he declined to, even give us provide a motive. And it says, at the sentencing, the Gonzalez family were among several others who delivered victim impact statements. They have previously expressed frustration with Kohberger not facing the death penalty and the family never getting an explanation for why he killed their daughter. Judge Stephen Hippler dubbed Kohberger the worst of the worst, without any redeeming qualities, calling his actions that night an unfathomable, senseless act of evil, and he is the greatest tragedy that can be inflicted upon a person. Okay, let's go up here and watch the video. I think you guys all probably seen this. I haven't seen this yet. So let me yell through this. I'm just kidding. I won't yell. Yeah, and let me know where they are. I don't want to see the autopsy pictures, but I just want to know where they are so I don't stumble across them. And my God, I hope this is so sad. Is KTVB the only people that have them so far? Does anyone know? Or does anyone know if they've been distributed out to like who has them? Is there anybody that's a YouTube creator that has them? It doesn't matter because they're just going to take them off that site and put them on a video anyway. Now, who thinks is going to be, who's the first one do we think is going to do it? I have an idea, but
make the material public. One party's being left out. The murdered students' families. And that brings me once again to Steve Gonsalves, who lost his daughter Kaylee to the horrors on King Road. Steve, thank you so much for taking the time. So while it doesn't look like the crime scene photos are in this current batch of documents, do you plan to fight their release if and when that time comes?
Yeah, I believe all the families have let that be known to the prosecuting team that that's not anything that we were interested in. And we've been worried that we would see those leaked at any time when you had like certain stories and certain things been leaked since the very beginning. We were afraid that we'd wake up one morning and that may be on, might be on TV.
Yeah, Steve, I know there are people out there who want full transparency. They want to get every single aspect of this case. I do not see the value of that. I think that this is painful, it's gratuitous, it's disgusting. But for the people out there who want full transparency about this and say, I don't even know what the argument would be to see that. What would your response to them be?
You don't get that. Those are our children, and we're not settling for that type of thing. And I think it encourages. I mean, you got a whole show here with some people that are doing some terrible things to people, and that's one thing that I think we show a little bit too much of, and I hope that we can give these kids some dignity, and we don't have to go there.
Is there anything else in the current batch of documents that you plan to fight the release of?
No, they asked us about the toxicology report after we got that. We said we didn't care. The autopsies, some others wanted to keep that, and I understand that.
So after they had already received them, they're already out in the world. They asked them, do you want these sealed? Well, they're already out there. So I guess not. I guess that would be a no.
That has it has like a injury by injury write-ups. So it's pretty gruesome. So those are the ones that we were, I think that'll be the last one that we'll try to keep close to the chest.
And it's good to know that, as you said, that the families seem to be on the same page with this. I mean, there is this argument, right, out there, putting aside crime scene photos. The public wants to know as much as possible about why these children were killed. And the question becomes, do you think the public has a right to know all the details of the case? Again, putting aside the crime scene photos, do you think the public has a right to know all of this?
I think the public should demand that 100%. Sometimes the courtroom doesn't realize that there is no courtroom without victims, and they need to represent them people and the community. You know, the community has the right to know that they're arresting the right people, and the punishment is correct. And I think that the prosecution here purposely hid the facts of what happened to these kids to try to get all the parents to be in silos and not unite and force them to do the right thing, force them to have, a capital case. They never had that. That's why they didn't tell the kids what really happened to our kids. They hid that from us because they knew that could be a riling cry for all the parents to get on the same page.
And I want to talk about that in a minute, and as well as Bill Thompson and current statements he's making. But, Steve, when I look at you, I interview victims' family members all the time. And you think about what they have to go through when the crime first happens, what they have to go through when there is a trial, what they have to go through the grieving process for the rest of their lives. But you're in this unfortunately unique position where this case has been amplified. And I wonder for you, how difficult is it knowing that you are going to have to deal with these document releases for months, that the story doesn't end with Kohberger getting shipped away, that now it's about the release of information and trying to protect your daughter and the other victims? How difficult is it?
We have to do it better. They could have easily done better than this. This trickle effect of, the case is over. Let it out. Stand by what your decisions are, and the information come out. I know you have to give a little bit of time for sealing, but it's called control, find, replace. We do it at work all the time. It's not a big deal. We can replace. We can get through these docs real easy. So yeah. I think they got to do a better job. And this trickle thing's been going on the whole time. And it was torture. It was absolute torture for the families. And they kind of wore us all down. And that's kind of the strategy that, we knew that the defense was going to do, was to try to push this out, try to make it as far away from our homes, try to make it as inconvenient as possible. And, they had success for that. And in the end, they were rewarded.
Just to clarify something, how has communication been with the prosecutor's office regarding document releases?
Let's hear.
Once the plea was in, we haven't heard anything. So, and they basically told us when we wanted to get all the discovery that we'd have to go through the state and we'd have to go through the federal FOIA request. They weren't going to help us in any way. They did actually help us with.
Did he just literally say what I just heard him say? Why in Idaho? Why in the world in Idaho do you not get a packet of all of your kids' paperwork? Yeah, me too, Sherry. I was like, oh my gosh, because sometimes, Nightbot will call you out by name and everything. Ask anyone. It used to do it to Cheryl all the time because she'd accidentally put a dot in between weird stuff. And I was like, don't do it again. Just make sure. Yeah. I don't know why Nightbot does that. I have no control over him when he comes to that. But yeah, you would think when I came from back from the hospital, when I came out of the hospital, I had all my paperwork, right? They made sure I got all my paperwork when I got my bills and stuff. So why can't we make sure that these victims' families have all of the documents for their child's case? You would think you would at least give those to the parents. Would you like any document? I don't know. Maybe I'm just sensitive or something, but I would think that I would not have to put in a FOIA request and wait my turn, because that's what I'm doing right now, is waiting my turn. They've only read through we read through the FOIAs, the 544 that were sent to Pullman. They're all bigger companies. Mine wasn't even in there. It was first, whoever put it in first, and I didn't put mine in until recently. So I don't know how long I would have to wait. May have to wait. You might see me with the skeleton again. Hey, Stat, Mr. Stat, how you doing? Hey, CJK, I didn't see you come in. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button. Do that for your girl. It's free. It's free to do, and it's fabulous when you do it. You guys hold the power. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. That's very nice of you. Welcome in. Okay, we'll get back to listening to him. This is sad. I can't believe they put those out.
One, they did have.
Okay, so you guys said that there's like a few pictures out. Are they of like the crime scene, or are they of like the victims, or are they both? I got questions. I got more questions, I think, than I did on day one.
With the death certificate, the autopsy. They gave us that. That was given to us on a thumb drive. But other than that, we have to go through the official channels like everyone else. And when you guys are hearing about it, you're hearing about it before we are.
That is disgusting. I'm
That
saying
is.
that in my opinion, that is so terrible. And by the way, so we're talking about the prosecution. So Bill Thompson has been speaking out about the case. A, what do you make of that? And B, do you agree with this theory that he's put out that Bryan Kohberger broke into the house before the murders?
Yeah, we spoke with some FBI profilers, and that's where we kind of came to the conclusion that this person had been looking at this house and had probably tested that back slider and had probably been in that house multiple times, and maybe even like attempted to hide in a closet. Those type of behavior patterns.
Ooh,
They
like,
explained to
yeah.
us.
Well, don't they say that, like, don't they say that they do? That's what a lot of like voyeurs will do for, or like people that like are going to commit a crime like murder. They'll start with like voyeurism first. Like they'll start with seeing them on like social media, let's say. I know that there's no ties. I'm just saying like in general. And then it like will escalate a little bit to like driving by the house. And then it escalates a little more to like trying to see if the door's unlocked. And then the next time you go in, you know, or whatever, and then you hide in the closet, like it just as an escalation. Wow. I mean, I could see that. You'd have to know that house a little bit. I mean, I guess there is college pads and Zillow and all that, but I don't know. I feel like to be in it, it would be a lot different than to look at it on Zillow.
So yeah, we'd known about that, and they thought maybe possibly this individual brought a kill kit, some things to go in there, because anybody who goes into a house and goes through those scenarios is going to be very well planned. And there's a little tree line out there. He could have put some of those things like a backpack or some mitigating things like plastic, some other type of things. He could have left them out there, slid in. I mean, he even wrote about how he would prevent a crime scene from being contaminated. So you can anticipate that those same things he wrote about are things that he actually did in that crime scene. I think he intimidated the prosecution, and they were a little bit scared to have to go to bat against him. So they took the easy way out.
And they had so much evidence against him. I mean, really, they did. But going back to the point, Mr. Thompson going out there and speaking about the case, do you object to that? How do you feel about it?
I prefer that he just be quiet. I mean, I want to hear from the officers. I want to hear about the people who actually did their job. I really don't want to hear about a guy who, called into work, talked to a coworker and said, hey, let's make a deal. Let's be done. I don't feel like working. Do you not feel like working? They came up with a plea deal and they went home and they got their summers back. So,
I mean, it's like only 3 months. It's so crazy to me. Like, I mean, I guess you'd have to like before the trial and stuff, but to me, it's just still crazy to me. It was only going to be a 3-month trial. Why can we all just stick it out? Now Kohberger can like say what he wants, I guess, here whenever he can say what he wants. And he will. He probably will. He most likely will. And it's going to be a bunch of shit. It's going to be, oh my gosh, I don't even know.
That's not who I
have a question. Put a one in the chat if you were here for like the Chris Watts days. Because I want to know if you were, because I know that case was really, really big. I'm trying to think of a case like really, really, really big, when he was put in jail or prison, did people just stop like following the case? Not like following, but did they stop like Like, you know what I mean? Give like, so I guess like, I don't know. Was there a lot of channels that were like, Chris Watts is innocent? Were there like a lot of channels doing that? Was this like kind of like a similar feel? Are you getting a similar vibe? Like, you know what I mean? Like the same, like there's people, you know, that just don't want this to like, I guess, this experience to be done with. Really? People are still talking about it? Oh, I don't remember that one in the docs, Ash. You wasn't around this. Me either. I won't come off the hill. They're going to die on it. Okay. I think that I thought I could see him. I think he probably definitely would have had to have hid. But at the same time, if he didn't hide I don't know. Their friends would have been like, we remember him. Yeah, I think they would remember him by now. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let this play for just a second and I'll be right back.
I think we should be talking to the FBI and those prosecutors and the boots and the men and women that actually helped put this case together. There's some really neat people, Hawthorne Labs, the IGG, all those things that they put together. I think those things should be highlighted. But Thompson, he's the last one who should really be talking about what he didn't do.
Interesting you say that. I want to play you something. This is former prosecutor, friend of the show, Matt Murphy. Listen to what he had to say.
The prosecutor, I've got a lot of problems. I got a problem with his media tour right now, where he's talking about how, what was the quote? Sorry, I got notes here.
We did our job
to do it in a way, to really give some immediate finality. We're pleased and relieved that the community and the victims' families aren't going to have to live through this. You know, that's pretty tone deaf. The families never get over this. And, you know, it's like, that applies to every single murder case. So it's like, what is do we just give everybody a deal now so you don't put the family through the case? And by the way, having watched Olivia Gonzalez, that woman, when she ripped into Kohberger, I guarantee was not afraid of the process or facing Kohberger in court in the penalty phase. And it's like, and this is crass, so I hate to say this, but if I'm allowed to swear, I keep thinking of Dave Chappelle's quote. You know, yeah, we could do it that way, Mr. Prosecutor. We could just give everybody a friggin' deal, or you could shut the f up, because you are undermining I think, the integrity of a lot of death penalty cases in the 27 states and the federal system that still have it, by essentially, you've got this example that everybody's heard of. If the death penalty does not apply to Bryan Kohberger, who does it apply to?
So, Steve, what do you think? I mean, do you think this sets a dangerous precedent? Do you think it undermines future death penalty cases by making a deal so not to take it to trial?
100% it does. And, you know, this is a repeating pattern for this individual. The sad truth is my daughter and the victims in that house fought way harder than Thompson ever did. They fought for their lives. They gave every inch that they had, and he just didn't have it. I hate to say it, he's just a weak prosecutor. And, he's got away with it for so long because there wasn't, you know, you got to get on the TV. You got to do what I'm doing right now. You really have to put pressure on these people. Unfortunately, he's old and he's going to retire now. This can be his last little hurrah. But, you know, I would like people to put an explanation point to his name and say, you know, he didn't do his job. He didn't do it. He didn't listen to the people.
No, I mean, he wanted
to
talk
do the will. He didn't look at the circumstances of this case. I just heard about paperwork today where Bryan asked somebody, a girl, a date that he was on, and said, what can you think of the worst way if somebody could be killed? And she said stabbing. And he said, like in a K-bar? So here's a man researching the worst way to kill someone, and Thompson can't stand up to that person.
Steve, the trial didn't happen. He's not on death row, but it was reported that he's spending, 23 hours in a solitary confinement cell. He gets 1 hour out, talking about Bryan Kohberger, showers every other day. When you hear about what his life is going to be like, that is going to be his day in and day out for the remainder of his life, does that provide any sense of justice to you? I mean, what do you think of that?
No, because he'd want that for his daughter.
I think that's a step in the right direction. I think that's a good, you know, in the 23 isolation. I love that, you know, let him be stuck with his mind of what a failure he is. I believe that that's the best we can do. I never really thought we'd ever see the death penalty, but I just wanted that isolation, and I didn't want him to sit there in the prison system and get educated and and finish out his PhD and have influence. Whether we don't have the Son of Sam law in Idaho, and this guy's going
Don't
to
worry.
take advantage.
You guys got one that's just like it. Just like it. All the monies that are owed to the victims' families and to the courts are all paid for first before. I don't even know that they can even get any money off of it, but I know that I read that it goes straight to the victims' funds. Like it goes straight into the victims' funds as soon as Bryan tries to sign his first book, movie, whatever deal.
Of the systems, we'll try to write a law and get it in place before he gets to this book, but we got to do a better job, man. We got to learn from like Texas and some of these other states that have figured it out, because it's an embarrassment.
I think somebody is going to offer him something bigger than maybe a book, right? What now? I know if Netflix or someone, Peacock, can get their cameras up in that jail prison, they will definitely, I'm sure do it. But I don't know. They're looking at another murder. Wow. No, I didn't know. But there's a lot of people that get knifed out in Idaho, so it's weird. Hey, Lee. Come in and I'm weird. I'm like, but no, that's like we're reading the reports. Remember of all and we're reading the reports of all like the knives that they found, like just the blades around town. Like, what the heck? What's wrong with you people?
Idaho, but it's an embarrassment. People like Thompson have embarrassed us in front of the whole world, and we got some work to do. We got to fix some things here and get things back on track.
Well, Steve, my heart is going out to you and the families. This is just becoming an even more difficult situation for all of you. Thinking about you, thank you so much for coming on, and appreciate the time and bringing awareness to what is happening.
Now, I wonder really what the other parents think of all this. Like, I feel so bad. They wouldn't let him eat in. Oh, yeah. That's true. He said he was back there, but he didn't record that part. Huh. Strange. Okay, let's go to, since we're on a roll, we'll just keep it with, the Gonzalez family for now. So, sorry. Olivia, Kaylee's sister, has put together a TikTok page, and Ashley sent me this TikTok actually, and I thought it was so funny that I'm going to send her a whole book of people, because apparently in the second video we'll see she went the wrong platform. You got to come over here to YouTube, and you got to touch up on over here first. TikTok, they can wait. We need you. If you're going to call it bad creators, do it over here first. But that's basically what she's going to do. So let me take it back to the beginning. So this is her, and she's just going to talk about how she feels about the case.
Might start a naughty list here on TikTok, which is like,
let me see if I can turn it up. Nope, I can't.
Creators that think that they're talking big shit, but they're really just adding to the conspiracies, but they're doing so with the front of being like unassumptuous. Don't worry, baby, I see you. Might start a naughty list here on TikTok, which is like,
she's like,
creators that think that they're talking big shit, but they're really just adding to the conspiracies, but they're doing so with the front of being like unassumptuous. Don't worry, baby, I see you.
so yeah, I guess in her chat, there were a couple people that like the chat collectively, right? Yeah, we know. We're good, Reba. So collectively, this chat came together and was like, this creator and this creator, and there was 2 TikTok creators, right, that were put on Front Street, like as being like just not good. I guess like not good at like putting out facts. I don't know the creators. I haven't went to check them out personally, but she is going to talk about them in the next video. So I just want to give you guys like a heads up, because that's what she's going to talk about. But I don't know those creators personally. I do TikToks. Like will post a video. Like I'll record a video on my phone, but I don't record it through TikTok. And then I'll post it to TikTok and YouTube at the same time. You know what I mean? Like just so I can, if you guys are over there, you can view it. If you're over here, you can view it. Those things like that. So this will be the second one here.
Hi.
Okay.
So update on the naughty list. In my
Update on the naughty
comments,
list.
2 creators were tagged pretty disproportionately to everyone else, I would say. Those creators are London's Notebook and Booking with B. I actually had private conversations with the both of them, and I don't really feel like I need to say what those private conversations were because they're private. But I will say they both reached out to me, and that means a lot. I think that that's a really, bold move to make. You definitely don't have to do that. And I think that it gains a lot of respect for me that, they would be willing to, take that first step to say, hey, I'm not trying to do this or whatever. I will say regarding London's Notebook, it was never about London, ever. I understand and was also concerned with, sorry, my baby's in the back. She's potty training. But I will say that I do, and I did have concerns about some of the things. I want to address them. I don't want to hide behind anything. So I will say dressing up as the defendant was something that I asked directly about, as well as this sweatshirt argument. She explained both of the situations to me, and I found her explanations to be logical and that of a rational person. I don't believe that she did either of them in a way to harm or a way to exploit or a way to, profit off of someone else's tragedy. I will also say that for me, I think that intentions are important. I think that if you go out and you create something with good intentions and it causes harm, I think the best thing that you can do is take accountability for it and own it. But I think that that's a hell of a lot better than going out with the intention of hurting others. And I'm still learning that myself. So I definitely don't want to create a space that is harming, right? People who don't deserve that. So London, she gets a 1 out of 10 on the naughty list. We've all made mistakes. Genuinely, I think that there's a case for me to have been made a bigger villain in this than London. I also think that it's okay to just not like some people and the way that they come across or the way that they defend themselves. And I get that. And that's your right as a consumer. So just little note there. I'm not saying that those are my personal feelings, but just that I think that that's valid. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to like, me. You don't have to follow me. Regarding Booking with B, I will say she did block me. I have no reason to hide from that. A couple, minutes, hours later, whatever, she did unblock me and she reached out to me. So it doesn't bother me that she blocked me, really, because it's neither here nor there. You don't have to follow me. I get it. And, she reached out to me. I explained my points on one video of hers that I had seen. She did take accountability for it. Let me know that, that wasn't necessarily her intention. I did invite her to, reach out to me because I think a lot of her content is assumption based. And I think that assumptions are dangerous in some cases. I think sometimes they make sense and sometimes they feed into conspiracy theories, which
I think she is being way too kind. I don't know who these people are, but if you have a child, okay, hold on 1 second. We're going to play. Hold on. No, we're not. We're going to duplicate this because I want to see how many views are on this last video. Olivia, girl, you're smarter than that. 1.2 million. And how many people commented? Let's see. Can you see the comments? Oh my goodness. 1,836 comments. And they were calling out 2 creators and saying that these people are really bad about putting out misinformation, disinformation. We know we have a couple of those on this platform too. But she's giving them an excuse, I feel like. And I don't like that. We don't need to do that because that means they're just going to do it again, even harder. And we don't want you to have to live through that. Like we'll have to experience that because that's terrible when someone goes back on their word. And they will.
More often than not, lead back to victim blaming or, pointing fingers at people who are not guilty of anything. So I don't think booking with B and I will ever see eye to eye. I think that she would agree with that. But I think that the best course of action is, accountability. And I will continue to, reach out and try to be, I guess, sorry, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Sorry,
she said
booking with
mama.
B.
That's cute.
So, yeah, I will continue to, try to reach out, try to help, try to, educate as best as I can. I'm not saying that I'm in a position to be like educating these people. But, I will make comments when things that are, shared are, misinformed or inaccurate. And I want to, lead with the truth that I know. So that's how I think that I can handle this one, because I think it's, sorry, let me put that down. I think it's dangerous to try to strong arm people and force them to see your ways. And I think that you catch way more bees with honey. So booking with B, if you see this, you get a 4 out of 10 on the naughty list, just because I don't stand for victim blaming. And I think that your assumptions are harmful, but I don't think that this is coming at a surprise for you. And I hope that we can continue to, have a relationship and to, educate each other even. And, as you see things, bring them up to me and I'll let you know my piece on it. And you can agree, you cannot agree, or, if I have nothing, I have nothing. But yeah, so those are the updates on those two. And I hate to do this as well, but I do just want to say, like, I don't want to bully anyone. I don't want to like incite violence on anyone. I don't want to do any of that at all. And I don't even want you guys putting your necks out there for me, because a lot of people will retaliate in, ways that can harm you. This is a battle, and, I understand that that might happen to me, and I'm willing to take that, because nothing will ever matter to me more. But you don't have to do that, because it really can be a dangerous space. Even just from my last video, which I didn't even name anyone. By the way, I was talking about C-Girl, who has since blocked me, but she gets a 10 out of 10 on the naughty list. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
She must be a TikTok creator. Do you know her, Ashley? I know you're on TikTok. What was her name? What was that girl's name?
Didn't even name anyone. By the way, I was talking about C-Girl, who has since blocked me, but she gets a 10 out of 10 on the naughty list. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Instead of like C-Girl, is that what's supposed to be? I don't know. I don't get it.
Just, you got to protect yourself, especially online. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. London, 1 out of 10. You're making the naughty list just because that's what I already named it. Booking with B, we went over that. C-Girl, 10 out of 10. I reached out to a lot of other creators, and I hope that those conversations go really well with, I'm
writing that down. I gotta see this.
My baby walked up behind me, so I had to figure out how to edit that little bit out. But yeah, I have reached out to a couple other creators that were tagged, or that I was tagged in their videos. And yeah, I've reached out in the way that I hope is well perceived and can be respected, because the last thing that I want to do is shame Kaylee or Maddie or Xana or Ethan. And I don't want to come out here being a big bully, anything like that. I feel like as a woman, though, when you come across with masculine energy, it can be viewed as aggressiveness or bullying. And I am still dealing with that and trying to be better. But that's not my intention. I'm not going to back down from anything. I don't think that I'm a pushover or anything like that. And I do stand, firm to my beliefs. But that's not my goal. And I don't want others to be bullied either. If they don't deserve it. And most people don't deserve to be bullied. I mean, the defendant is one thing, but we're not dealing with that caliber person here on TikTok for the most part. So yeah, as I continue to, reach out to these people and try to help and have them help me to be able to, create maybe just a small wave of a difference in the true crime community that I think can be a really, really dangerous place, especially for victims of those crimes. I'll let you know. But yeah, so that's the update there. I wanted to, give more time before posting this, but I don't want to just leave a void in the comment section of my last video of people, assuming that it's this or that, or it's this or that. I don't think that that's fair to do, to, kind of leave these people high and dry. And I can respond to those comments, but I'm not sure how much they're viewed or anything. So I just wanted to create this. And I hope that it makes sense. And if you or anyone have any questions and you want to, ask them to me in a respectful way, even in the comments, I'm more than happy to answer whatever I can. I get the documents are really hard to read and really confusing, and sometimes they don't make sense. And I'm going through them all still myself and kind of putting them in a place that makes sense. But help me, I'll help you. And hopefully together we can try to make the true crime community just a less exploitive, less entertainment-based space. So that's my 2 cents.
Well, good luck to you, honey. I hope that I hope it works. I hope it works. But I don't even know where you would start with that, actually, if you wanted to come out and try to help the true crime community get better. I don't even know who you tackle first. I mean, really, it's going to be a long road ahead. Okay. I tried to look up Seagirl, couldn't find her because obviously, I guess that's a popular thing to say. I think it's going to be more like maybe like the actual C, like the initial. But I don't know. We'll find it. Because I'm curious now to see who that person is. I'm not going to follow her or anything, but I do want to know. Okay. So what was I going to show you guys next? This. Okay. So the first one is kind of long, but the second one isn't as long, but I'm going to put these on 2 times the speed or more, maybe a little more. And that's only because it's doing a driving thing. So, let me see. Oh, let me get Olivia's page if you want to go over and, if you got the TikTok, go over and support her. I wonder how many subscribers or followers she has. She's got 84,000. Okay. So we'll move on to the next one. And okay. So what I was going to do is I want to show you guys this new security footage. That reveals, Bryan Kohberger's path, more of the path that he took the night of the murders. We did get to see a little bit of this on Dateline. They had clips and pieces of this tape. I think they actually probably had the whole tape, but they just took clips and pieces out of it. I haven't got to see the whole thing yet, but what did I just do? Break the chair? No, that's what it does. I'm trying to fix the chair, but there we go. But we'll watch it together. So whenever we're done with these, I just thought these would be interesting to show you guys because it shows I've had these for a while. And I'm going to share the creator. I'm going to tell you who they are here in a minute, but there's someone that drove Bryan Kohberger's from the King Road house to his house. And then I believe that when they went that way, they went the long way. No, I think that maybe it was the opposite. I'll figure it out right now. I'll figure it out right now because I'll be able to tell you whenever I look at it. The first one is going to be from King Road. And I think it's just the longest way to his house. Let me see. Yeah, it takes us to his house. And then maybe we'll only need to watch one actually. Oh, this one's just a lot shorter. Okay, let's see. How did they? Okay, gotcha. We'll do this one first. And then we'll play the security camera. I figured it'll all come into you'll be able to see it a little bit easier, the area, and it'll all come into it'll all work out. So I'm going to put the link to this video in the chat. And I'll put it in my description as well. And then I'm just going to put the next video in there too, just so I don't forget. And then I'll put it in there as we watch it. And welcome in, everybody. Is Phantom in here? Well, look at that, Phantom. She was, yeah, she had like a blondish, well, no, she had brown hair, but let me see. I think it was like, wasn't as dark as it is now. It was more like, I'm trying to find a picture of her. It was dark, but it wasn't like, I don't know, but I feel like that's her natural color. Okay, that's terrible. That didn't even come up right. No, her natural hair is dark. It was dark before. See? Pretty dark. Now, she was just pregnant with her babies, and I'm assuming the stress from everything is how she lost all that weight, because I don't know how tall she is, but I know this is not good. Like, I'm not telling anybody to ever be this weight, but I was I'm trying to think. I was down to like between 95 and 100 pounds at my old job. That's why I left. And I'm 5'8". So just imagine that skinniness. Imagine that skinniness. Like, the girl needed a hamburger. I needed like 50. But I didn't eat. And I ran around a lot. I didn't eat that much. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I wasn't telling myself to eat. It was just, I'm busy right now. I'll do later. I'm busy. I'm working. It was stupid. So this person, Cultural Rewind, like I said, they went ahead and they went from Kohberger's apartment to the King Road house. And then in the next video that they have the opposite. So we only need to watch actually a little bit of this, because I think they take you all the way into town. Like all the way to, like, if you're going to go to WSU or something. So we'll just watch it to where they go to the King Road house. I am going to put this on. Like 2. And I'm going to grab a drink. So I hope it doesn't go too fast. But I don't think there won't be any, like, I'm going to turn the volume down because I don't want that to be in your ear. You know, somebody talking or whatever it is, you know, 2 point, whatever the speed. But I'm going to grab a drink really quick and I'll be right back. I'm usually always prepared, and I didn't have anything tonight for my drink. Okay. So just take a minute, cruise along, you know, the streets with this person. And I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. Well, they're going pretty quick. I should not be drinking soda this late at night. But here we are. We're now unsupervised. Scotty, I came back. I'll narrate. I know. We watched this before, not this video, but I found another video for us this case right after he got arrested, right around that time. Because I was like, I've got to figure out how to show these people, like show y'all, because I didn't actually show me too, because I didn't know where we were going, or I still don't know where we're going, but I know a little bit better now. But I was like, I have to show this to you guys. So there was this guy, and he was so funny, and we watched him, and he wasn't like meaning to drive that. It was just, he drove from Moscow to like Pullman or something. So we got it that close. We didn't get it this close. So I think this is pretty good that this person did this. And we also do have our own Kaylee in our chat that did go. She's from Idaho, and she went around the crime scene, and she made like a whole video. She did a whole video of, what's she doing? I thought Why is it? Oh, wait, hold on. What's she doing? I should have played it here. See, because I watched this earlier. Oh, I think I should have went at the second time. Okay, I think she's going a separate route. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I think she's just showing both routes. But Kaylee, the girl that is in our chat, she went around the crime scene house and the apartment complex there on King Road and on Linda Lane so that we could see the cameras and stuff like that and see like just the route and just what it looked like during the day. And it does look a lot different. There's those roundabouts everybody's getting. I heard they're putting those roundabouts in my hometown. I screamed, they can't. I said, everybody will die. What do you mean? Like, seriously, there's too many drunk people in our town. They could barely drive in a straight line. The roads are all straight, let alone put a couple roundabouts in there. Oh my goodness, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Just mark my words. I'll let you know when it's bad. But they said it's going to take like 5 years or something to put them all in. So maybe they'll get a little more common sense smart down there. But those roundabouts are a little like, I mean, they're kind of confused. They're kind of confusing. Those roundabouts are driving around in circles. Yeah, because if you don't get your first one, if you don't get the roundabout, then you have to go around in a circle. And then I'm always afraid, like, I'm not going to get the right one because I'm always listening to the map people tell me where to go. The map lady, the Google Maps. Turn right at the first roundabout. What do you mean the first roundabout? Is there 2 roundabouts or the first entrance? Like, I fought with her today on that. I had to go to my doctor and they have roundabouts up there. We have 1 or 2 here, 2, I think, that I know of within like our general area. Man, look at them. Look at these back roads. Look at this. That would be completely dark at night. Black. No overhead lights. No houses for miles. I mean, that'd be something. That's just something else. I feel like we're in a video game right now. This is a driving seminar. We just switched. Yeah, where are all the potatoes? Wow, I thought they weren't going to stop. I almost jumped in my seat. I'm so glad I did it. That would have been embarrassing. Really? In the UK, you have a lot? Oh, wow. See, I would have never guessed that. I don't know why. Well, no, I guess I feel like we have seen them before, maybe on TV. That made you tense up too? Okay. You can tell me and Scotty's probably been in a couple car accidents. Oh my goodness. I don't like the roundabouts. They just make me dizzy. And I'm just like, I don't know when people are just not very smart when it comes to that. Like me, I'm one of those people, I guess, I'm like, because in Ohio, this is the thing. In Ohio, we like to go to a stop sign and go, no, you first. And then, no, you first. And you wave each other on for 5 minutes before one of you goes. That's what we love. When you put us in a roundabout, we can't do that. Are we just supposed to wave hi to everybody in the roundabout now? How am I supposed to get in my hellos to my 50 friends that I don't know? I just know them every day when I, go out in town. It really is like that in Ohio. It's crazy. We will seriously wave each other. We'll be like, no, you go first. I'll wait. No. And don't get me started about the door. We will hold the door open. If you're getting out of your car and you're halfway through the parking lot, we are going to stand there and we are going to hold that door and we're going to smile and we're going to wait like it's our job. We're going to do it. Getting stuck in the roundabout waving at each other like 10. As soon as I read that, I literally pictured it. Okay, now we're coming up on the house. Okay, I'll slow it down a little bit. But oh my gosh, I picture that. Everybody getting in trouble because they're just waving. Oh man, and they legalize marijuana in this state too. We're doomed. We're doomed. Oh man, that's going to make me laugh too hard. My eyes are watering. I can feel it. Okay, so this will be the house that we're going to watch tonight. That's going to have the surveillance camera. If you're not aware, it's the White House with, or the white door up here on that like little beach house. That's what it makes me think of, a little beach house. And then that's the end of that one. I think this just goes up and then back down around. Yeah, we'll watch the other one too because it's pretty long. But I want to show you this image that I saw. Okay, do you guys remember when they took the couch out of the backyard, or the trash can at the back door, or the chair, or the grill? Because I don't remember that. So I remember saying, where's that dang trash at, right? During the demolition, because it was there 1 minute and then it was gone. Like the next minute, right? It was just like everything was picked up from that backyard and it was just like not there anymore. And the demolition trucks are coming in, right? So this person actually got this on camera. I just happened to pause at the right point. Let me share this with you and don't play it. So here's the couch. Here's all the stuff. Here's like even the screen. I didn't even notice that. There's the trash can. Doesn't look full anymore. I will say that. So they must have taken the trash. I feel a little better about that. Because I was literally over here going like, yeah, how annoying the trash was. Yeah. Yeah. So there's the trash can. It doesn't have anything in it. It looks like maybe like something small, but like, I mean, I don't even know if it's just something that they threw in there, that they knew they were going to get rid of. But I was like, wow, I don't remember the couch. I don't remember any of that stuff being pulled up to the house like that. And I look for pictures all the time for Idaho Lives. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen this picture. Actually, you know what? Thank you, Ishi, for gifting out 5 memberships. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. How do you do that? Like this? Yep, I did it. Oh, I'm getting good at that. It's the only thing I know how to do. And thank you, Ishi. That's very sweet of you. And thanks again, Mary Beth. Gifted some memberships earlier. Okay, so we'll make it fast again. So this is going to be them leaving this scene. And I'll put the links on both of these videos in the chat again. So we're going to take it back up to like maybe just 2. How is this one so much longer? Is it because I'm saying it's a she. I don't even know. Could it be a he? I think that they go like the long route on the way back. This like route. I just want to make sure it doesn't play twice or anything crazy and we miss something. Because it looks like they go right to Ohio State, WSU campus, and then they go to Bryan's house. Okay. We'll see what they do. Let me turn the volume off so it's not too fast. So it says summer 2023. So the house was still up. That's sad. Oops. Let's see if we were really sneaky, there's a white car over here. It's like a Malibu or something like that. But I would be like, oh my gosh, I think that's a launch or whatever he had. Hyundai. Yeah, Hyundai. That's what I mean, that car right there. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't really do that. But some people would. I wonder who brought that boulder to the property and sat it there. Like the one that's like right by the street where they ended up putting all the victims like stuff there. I mean, I wonder like the first person, like who delivered that and why. And then it looks like we've got this guy over here sitting in the remember the little shed they had, but his chair's out here. I don't know what that chair's doing out there. Now I can see the couch and the chair. And you know what? I think I do remember that maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I remember that actually. I don't remember that. Seeing it like that. Which I was thankful. Maybe I should take another screenshot of it. Just so I can remember that. Look at all that trash. Oh, be like, Okay, once they get to US 95, they're going to speed up the video. So then there's Sigma Chi House. There's Banfield, pretty much right in front of there. And then they're going to go back towards Kohberger's. I have the PCA, or the PCA here. I was going to read it in a minute to you guys after we do this. So I should have just found this way, though, too. And I could have read that the whole time. Yeah, this is one is right there. Okay, now where are they at? Where'd she just go? What the? I just missed that. Like, I just completely missed what she just did. That's why it takes so long. Why are we at the stairs? Get back in the car. Okay, now we're leaving out of Moscow. That blue house is pretty. I thought we were. Where is she taking it? Oh, Conestoga Drive. Okay. Okay, now we're back on the right trip. I was going to, well, here it is. I have to read it backwards. But it does say that it's observed on 5 cameras in Pullman and on WSU campus cameras. And then they did have them like on one of these cameras, like going towards the crime scene. What was that one? Is it Indian Ripple? I think that's the road. And those people got their house blurred out. I don't know if you guys remember that, but like in the beginning of this case, it was like, I don't know exactly when it was, but it was pretty much in the beginning, maybe right after Bryan was arrested or something. They ended up like blurring out like the crime scene, and then they ended up blurring out this other house that was on that back road. And we all thought, well, it's because they had a camera, and we were right. It's because they did have a camera. That's and you know, they were probably scared that they were going to have their information out there, you know. I would be too. What does he play, Felicia? Baseball, softball. Oh yeah. I used to. Oh man, my parents. I love them. I played every sport for a millisecond, literally, except for softball. Softball. Actually, I played that for a little while. I actually played that for some years, but I did jazz, ballet, and tap. So I did dancing for my whole, like when I was little, like my whole time when I was like younger. But I always wanted to try every sport. And then just to see how far I would make it, you know. And I usually made varsity. And then when I did, I'd quit. I think it was probably because I probably got nervous. I don't know why I quit, but I did. I always quit. I think it's because I would probably get nervous. I would say that. I got big here, Ashley. I like softball. I played when I was younger, and then I played again in high school. But I only played 1 year when I was older. It's a nice little drive. Nancy Grace actually took this drive. Oh, look at that little sports car. When she was out there, but she doesn't have like the full clip of it now. She just has it in like 9-second clip of it. And I'm like, okay, like I've searched high and low for that clip of her driving. So I thought it was pretty funny. So this is the way that he would have went back towards his house. So we're just getting the feel. And then I'm going to read literally like 2 paragraphs out of this PCA. And then we're going to go over the new footage that just came out, the new surveillance stuff. And I think on this new one, they were saying that you could see like the DoorDash driver was having like, I saw it on someone's Twitter, like they were like having, you know, she was having problems trying to find the place. And I guess you could see that. I don't know. We'll have to look at it and see. Let me put these links in the chat. Hey, Crime Kitty. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, Yellow Bear. Yeah, you can see her in it? Okay. That's what I thought. I didn't even get to watch all of it. I was like, I paused it and I was like, I'm gonna watch this with them. I'm gonna give them my straight reaction. If we see something crazy on here. But we'll see if we see something crazy, right? Maybe we'll see the 4 people that were running after the band in the Banfield video. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding about that. Totally. I'm just being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic. No one take that. Yeah, Sierra, we're boycotting it. We don't want to see any dead students. That's so sad that the parents literally are, all the parents don't want that. And like, oh, that's just so sad. That has to be what you get for 20,000, right? Like, right? I haven't played it. We haven't played it. We have not played it on this, and I don't plan on it. I feel like I'm missing part of the case, but I feel like that's not a part I want to be a part of. Like, I know a lot of people are going to make a lot of money. Like, I could put that video up tonight and probably have 20,000 or more views on it. Or more. But I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't feel good about going to sleep tonight and doing that. That's just me. Like, if people want to watch it, that's a different thing, right? But me putting it out as a creator, in my heart is saying no. And Ashley's even saying that she doesn't want to see it. When I see that, I'm like, okay, then, that's my ride or die with this case. You've been with me ever since the beginning, Ashley. I just feel like I take your opinion. Like, I'm like, okay. She says she doesn't want to watch it neither. I feel better when, it's just bad. It's just, I don't want to see it. Is it okay? I keep asking questions about it though. Damn, I should just go watch the thing. I asked you guys earlier and I didn't get to see it, but was like there's students in it, right? Yeah. I know. Oh man, I feel like I should like go on their like Facebook page and be like, I'm sorry from people that are not like that. I mean, they got KTVB or whatever that channel is. They got so much like views and everything from this case, right? They really did. Like, like my views are like nothing compared to like what they view, like their views were. Why'd they have to go there with like breaking news? Because I know it was the KTVB people. Oh, I'm just boycotting. So I guess I'm assuming it's KTVB, but I'm assuming other creators out there have put it out by now. But I guess there's a video out there of the crime scene. I don't know. Oh, I handprint on the kitchen window and clicked off. Oh, well, I know that there was a picture of handprints before. See, like I'm a true crime creator. I should be able to like look at whatever, but I don't know. It's just when you cover a case for so long, you just I guess I haven't I haven't went through that like where I don't give a damn. My give a damn's still there. It's probably gonna be there in the next 3 years if you come back and check. It'll probably be even stronger then because I'll be even older than I am now. Yeah, so that's the surveillance that we're going to play. But no, I guess there's actual like crime scene photos came out tonight, like a video or something. I wonder how many creators have put it online yet. When did we hear about it? About an hour ago? About an hour ago, we heard. I'm about to go to where are we at on here? I'm about to see how far do we have till we get to Kohberger's. Do I have time to go to I don't even know anybody though. That's the sad thing. If you guys saw you guys would laugh. You guys would, you would be like, girl, we need to get you some more channels. I just need to subscribe. That's all. I just need to go subscribe. I cleaned out my subscription list and now it has like 2 true crime channels on it. But we could still look. Well, I think I have more than a couple. Let's go to the live tab. Okay, no one's probably going to be live. Now, okay, now this is what, okay, I'm going to say it right now. If News Nation, I don't even want to know if they put out that video, like if they put out a video, it has like victims in it, and they just did this interview with Steve. Do you think they'll put it out? Like, do you think that, like, because like News Nation, they got money to spend on the FOIA, but like if it's 20,000, let's say, and you get pictures and video and all the things with that, right? Wouldn't they have it, and wouldn't they want to put it out too? I mean, that could make them a lot of money. I would say would Jesse Weber have a say in that? Probably not. But if they all went together, like Banfield, Enton, Weber, all of them, and we're like, no, maybe they wouldn't put it out. Yeah, it probably just won't, man. It's just probably, yeah. Well, I hope he seals it for 50 years, but obviously he's letting it out. Even if it's blurred. You still know what that blurred is. Like, to me, I have too much of an overactive imagination. Like, the blur would be gone for me. Like, in my eyes, as soon as I look at the blur, the body would be there, not the blur. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but like, I have like, I guess, an overactive imagination to where like I would see something I could never unsee. That's just me. See, like, well, I mean, I think I could do crime scene photos. I just can't do, I don't know. I just can't do these victims. Maybe that's just me. That's probably just me. Yeah, we read the documents. We know what's behind the blur. Yeah. We know who's where. We can't say, oh, we didn't know about that. Oh. But I mean, if other people want to see it, I mean, that's like it's just everyone's preference. It's just whether you prefer to see it or not to see it. And I just, I prefer to I just want them to be, I just want to see them as them being happy and healthy and having fun. And if that's me being naive or whatever, then that's me being naive. But the family's wishes. I don't think that the Chapins, I don't think that the Mogans, I don't think that either of Xana's parents, I don't think that the Laramie's, I don't think that any of them would want people viewing their children in that light, even if it was blurred, you know, just because, I don't know. I just wonder why they're out so fast. Me too, Ishi. I do too. I felt bad reading the autopsy report almost. Like, I almost cried reading those. Well, I mean, we know the evil, though. We don't have to look at crime scene photos to see that. We should know what the evil is out there. I mean, the last 2.5 years, we've seen it. We've seen him. We knew he was freaking guilty. We saw the evidence. He paraded in court day in and day out. Whenever he had a court date, there he was prancing in there, opening the door for himself. No handcuffs, no nothing. He got a plea deal that he wanted. He's not getting the death penalty now. He, they're putting out the crime scene photos, so he could just look at them. That's fun. I don't know. I just, man, I hope that he does not get access to those. But he probably will. Somebody will send them to him if he asks for them. Some girl on the internet will. And yeah, they'll be hanging up, posted up all underneath the bed above him. Just think of that. Every morning when he wakes up, he'll be able to relive his crime. Every night when he goes to bed, reliving it because people put it out on the internet. I just think the bodies should have never been out there. Put the room on there after the bodies were removed. I would look at that all day. That wouldn't bother me. But seeing somebody's loved one murdered while they were asleep, I don't know. I feel like I'm like watching I don't know. I feel like I'm a voyeur at that point. Like I'm voying something I shouldn't be watching. Hey, Michelle. And Steve said he didn't want these photos out. He said that they talked to the prosecution. All the families told the prosecution they didn't want these out. And then the next day, bam. I wish they would have just given it a little more time. Why did they have to release the photos right now? Like, what was the big hurry? Why couldn't they have released like all of the other documents? I'm going to call and ask him that tomorrow. I'm going to ask him, what do I get for $20,000? Do I get the pictures unblurred and do I blur them myself? Because I bet you that's what you do. KTVB or whatever, maybe they blurred them themselves. Maybe they weren't blurred when they got them. How are they going to blur a picture when they send it to them? I don't see them doing that. Do you guys seeing that? I don't see that. These are two, I feel like these would be two, I don't know. I haven't seen the pictures. I keep acting like I'm freaking seen them, but I just feel like there would be too much. Okay, like if you're thinking about it, if you're looking in the bedroom, let's say Kaylee and Maddie, they're in the bed together. There's not like there's one over there and there's one over here to where you have to blur two spots. You would just blur the whole bed, right? I don't know. I just feel like this is just. Do you think that they would do that? Like blur that spot, blur this spot, or you know what I mean? Like go through all of them and do those things? Because Pullman didn't even redact anybody's phone number, telephone number, full government name. And these were creators asking for those documents. Kaylee's dad also said those pictures should not be out. We just heard it on the interview. He literally just said it last night. He said all the family members, Chapins, Kernodles, Laramie's, Mogans, I don't know. Now, I wonder what Anne thinks about all this stuff coming out. I wonder what her take is, you know? I'm just curious because, you know, she doesn't have much to say anymore because she doesn't have she doesn't need to. I guess she just has to keep her mouth shut for a little while longer because she is still technically representing, I guess, Bryan. But as far as she sees it, no. Because if he's going to appeal this sentence, it's not going to be through her, as her being his active attorney, in my opinion, my humble opinion. I don't think that she would take that on. You know what I mean? Why? For free? Who's paying for it? Kohberger ain't going to have no money. Well, look at this little area. We're almost at the end. Well, this is where home sweet home used to be, Bryan. Could have looked over at the trees, the cars. You know, maybe the apartment wasn't that bad after all, you know? I mean, wow. The 20K. Where is it going to? It's going to whichever, I don't know which one is charging. So I don't know if I'm assuming Moscow. I'm assuming Moscow maybe. Because they would have they're going to have the most evidence, right? They're going to have the bulk of everything. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's very sarcastic, Felicia. We actually went into them and we toured them on the inside. I'm always watching the weirdest podcast, or not podcast, but the weirdest things. I swear I do. Well, whatever. So he can't make any money. I don't know if he can never make any money, but I know that he cannot make money while he still owes court fees, and he owes to the victims. So all that money will go to the victims first, and then, or like the court and then the victims. I don't know which way. It's probably the court first and then the victims, because you know how things are when it comes to victims' rights. But in my opinion, it should go to the victims first. But that's just me. I've been screaming that about, victims compensation for a long time. Yeah, he could try, but they'll take it. He could read me a phone book. You must be talking about Joseph Scott Morgan. I thought the state was so transparent and so good to the families. I'm being sarcastic. Yeah. Well, I thought that they were. This whole case, I truly thought that the families were getting more information than what they were. Like, I really did. But apparently they weren't. No, we're not following it yet. Delana, is there anything good over there on their channel yet? I wanted to watch like how she fell in love with them. I do want to see that. I do think it is kind of sweet that, Steve G Jr. got to find a little love in all of this, So I hope everything's good for them. I hope everything goes good for them. With that being said, let's watch this security footage. Now I'm over here second guessing myself. Like, is this security footage? Now I wonder, because you guys have said so. I've seen like a couple of comments about the crime scene, like not being, I guess, as gory as you thought, or something. Maybe. Do you think that's the blur? Do you think they're blurring out anything, or I don't know. I did. Oh, I think he would have definitely been convicted. I just don't know if they would have given him the death penalty. Yeah, I don't know if they would. I don't know. I have to think about that. Like, I don't know. But there were bodies in the beds. Because someone said there was body photos. Well, I don't. Either way, there will be 101 channels that will have them crime scene photos on them. I just, if I see something and I'm like, oh, okay, that's doesn't have a body in it, maybe I'll put that on here. But yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't even know how, like, what YouTube thinks about that, actually. Can you actually even, I mean, I know that's bad. I should check that out with TOS. I mean, I would think that you could, because of like people that have like channels that are doctors and stuff, right? But I don't know if they show dead bodies on their channel. No. You can't. Policies on violent and graphic content. So, yeah, I'm not, yeah. I think I did my shocking and graphic content for the year the other day when I showed you guys that document that nobody's talked about, but it had the N word all in it, and it had to do with Bryan Kohberger. I don't understand that, but even if it wasn't like, even if it was a crime or that it was just somebody like telling him that he did this and he didn't do it, I mean, I'm gonna redact it and read it because I want to know what it says. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the video, and now I can't find where I put it. Oh, it's right here. It's the one that we're on. It's the one that we're on, Tanya. That's why. Okay, we'll play it. I'll pause it here and there for commentary, obviously, and for fair use, and then also to give you guys an idea of what you're looking at. But like I said, it is going to be the security footage from that 1112 house, the one that's just like, you know, let's say here's the 111 or 1122 King. It's the one that's like right here. It looks like the little beach house. And they have the camera that they have, the security camera, is a light bulb camera where you can remove the light bulb out of an exterior or interior, but exterior mount or whatever, and you could put it in to have extra security at your house. So I'll read this. On Wednesday, August 6, 2025, the Moscow Police Department released to the Idaho Statesman in response to a public records request, the full security camera video at 1112 King Road from the early morning hours of November 13th. Bryan Kohberger fatally stabbed 4 University of Idaho students. Okay. So this is Idaho Statesman. If they would have got this video, wouldn't they have gotten the other stuff too? Just in case you're listening in, it says the footage, which ran from 3:30 a.m. to 4:20 a.m. and would have played a role at trial, has not before been seen by the public. It shows Kohberger's white Elantra make repeat passes in the King Road neighborhood. And that's what I was going to read, actually, to you guys really quick, just the part in the PCA that says that. But this isn't, he's not going to come up through this way, but I'm going to read the whole thing. But it says, a review of camera footage indicated that a white sedan, hereafter suspect vehicle 1, was observed traveling westbound in the 700 block of Indian Hills. It was Indian Hills, not Indian Ripple. I don't know where Indian Ripple is. Indian Hills Drive in Moscow at approximately 3:26 a.m. and westbound on Steiner Avenue at Idaho State Highway 95 in Moscow at approximately 3:28. On video, it appeared suspect vehicle 1 was not displaying a front license plate. A review of footage from multiple videos obtained from the King Road neighborhood showed multiple sightings of suspect vehicle 1 starting at 3:29 a.m. and ending at 4:20 a.m. These sightings show suspect vehicle 1 makes an initial 3 passes by the 1122 King Road residence and then leaves via Walenta Drive. It says, based on my experience as a patrol officer, this is a residential neighborhood and it's not with a very limited number of vehicles that travel in the area during the early morning hours. It says, upon review of the video, there are only a few cars that enter and exit this time during this time frame. So I think that's all I wanted to read. Oh, wait, I'll read down here. Suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area 4th time at approximately 4:04 a.m. It can be seen driving eastbound on King Road, stopping and turning in front of 500 Queen Road, apartment 52, and then driving back westbound on King Road. When suspect vehicle 1 is in front of the King Road residence, it appears to unsuccessfully attempt to park or turn around in the road. The vehicle then continued to the intersection of Queen Road and King Road, where it can be easily seen completing a 3-point turn and then driving eastbound again down Queen Road. So. So this is in real time, and then it's going to be sped up at some point. That's why it says real time right there. don't know why they sped it up through there, but they did. Probably just because, I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't want to assume, but I know that you only have to make an 8-minute video for you to put ads on it, and this is 8:18, so maybe that's why they sped it up. They didn't want to, I don't know, have a longer video. I like how they put a circle around him. Like we don't know. That's who we're supposed to be looking at. Let's see. What time is this? 3:36 or 3:33 and 06. It makes it sound like you're watching like one of those like VHS tapes being like fast forwarded. Is that what that reminds you of? Am I the only person? Okay. That might have been him coming back up around again. Like, I don't know if you saw that car back here. I don't know if that was really him, but there will be a car coming up right here. Maybe I didn't go back far enough. I don't think I did. Oh, there it is. There, that car. DoorDash driver passes by. Looks like that's like an SUV. I don't know what that noise is, but I guess I could turn it down. Sorry. And then there's where she's walking, I guess. I'm probably walking to go to the next house to see what the numbers are, is my assumption. I mean, I don't think standing there for that long. Oh, there we go. Now she's got her flashlight out. So that was him circling back through. Oh, I forgot she stands there for a minute. It's 3:56 now. 3:57, it just turned. So that's him creeping by at 3:58, 28, or like 27. I I want to see that part again. I want to see something actually like. So she's at the, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back a little bit more. I want to see where when she was down here, right there. Okay. So at 3:51:48 is when she's like looking for the house. Like she was in that area for a minute. Like it wasn't just like she, didn't know which house it was and it took her maybe a minute or something. A minute or two. It just seems like she was in the area for so much longer. No wonder why she was able to see him. I mean, like if she had just gotten back in her vehicle and just like put the food there and gotten back in her vehicle, I could see that. Because she's walking right here. And now they speed it up. But he just went by it like, sorry, I keep going back, but get her walking one more time and I won't stop it. I mean, I believe her when she says she saw him. Oh, there's Mia playing with her ears. She's switching her spot. What are you doing standing up? Oh, I forgot to turn the light on back here again. Behind me. Okay, so he just goes back by. And is that her leaving? Or no, that's him leaving. This is at 3:59. It's 4 a.m. now. And she's leaving. So right on time. With what, was in the PCA. Or not, yeah, in the PCA. That she got food around 4 a.m. So I bet he did see that car pull up in there. He probably saw I think she scanned the food at like 3:59, and then dropped it off at the door at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry, 4 o'clock. But I think she would have seen him. I mean, she might not have seen, like, she might not have been able to give like an eyewitness account, like been able to draw a sketch of him. But I think she knew enough of his characteristics that when she saw him again, she was like, "Oh, that looks like the guy." Right? Hey, Trips. How you doing, Trips? I was reading Ashley's comment. Who was that? Oh, you'll remember. Paul Revere. We need to be like Paul Revere. We ride at dawn. I will. What did he say? The lawyer. I'll go to bat for this lady. I would do anything for this lady. I know this lady's not guilty. We ride at dawn. Pretty much, Paul. It was some sort of Paul Revere in there. The British are coming, yeah. But like the British, yeah. Was that Sarah Boone's or was that Letitia Stauks? Now I forget. Oh, thanks, Delana. I appreciate that. But I can't remember which one it was. We might have to play that. I feel like we need to play that. It was Staux. I thought it was Staux. Okay, I thought it was. We might have to play that because that was just too good. Like for an opening statement. I mean, he walks to, he's like, you think I'm going to give up on her? That's what it was. You think I'm going to give up on her? If you could give him like a I don't know, a Tony or whatever it is, you'd give, I don't even know if that's that music or is that, I don't even know if that's like film, but whatever. If you could give him one, an Oscar or whatever it is, give it to him because he really loved it. He really loved that role that he was in. Okay. We have a few more minutes of this. I think it's just because it's slowed down. That's not really that slow. But there's 404. He's coming back through, or 405. And this time he says it's go time. Oh, wait. I have to actually play because I want you guys to hear the, well, I don't have to play this part, but when we get up to actually, I'll play it now just in case. But at 417 is when you should be able to hear. They said that it was like you could hear it more, the thud and the dog barking and such. I don't know if they'll say anything, but wait. Did he just stop up here, though? I don't remember him stopping right there. Like right here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I... Maybe, oh, they're slowing it down. Maybe that's what it is. No, this is right speed. Yeah, no, that, and the PCA doesn't say nothing about him stopping and backing up. It just says he does the 3-point turn down here. Yeah. Oh, wait, right here. Maybe that's what they meant. Okay, I'm going to go back because I think this is what they might have meant by it. So right here. It says, when suspect vehicle 1 is in front of the King Road residence, this isn't really in front of it, but it appeared to unsuccessfully attempt to park or turn around in the road. Then the vehicle continued to the intersection of Queen and King, where it can be seen completing the 3-point turn. So I guess that's where they're, I mean, that's technically in front of 1112, but okay. Hey, Texas Ranger. I wonder when he was doing all these passes and stuff and circles and, 3-point turns and just unsuccessfully attempting to park. I wonder if anything in his mind went, you probably shouldn't do this. Let's just go. Let's go home. It's a lot of time to think. That's them fast forwarding it again. Now, do we know if they really listened to this at the Idaho spokesman or statesman or whatever their name is? Statesman? I don't know. But they're fast forwarding it awfully fast. Right. There it is. Okay, I'm going to go back. And that was Murphy. It says starting at 4:17 a.m., the security camera at 1122 King Road picked up audio of a dog barking repeatedly according to the probable cause affidavit. Shortly after that time, muffled audio can be heard of what sounded like voices or a whimper followed by a loud thud. The security camera has less than 50 feet from the west is less than 50 feet from the west wall of Xana Kernodle's bedroom. That scared me. Poor Murphy. He stayed in there actually a pretty long time if you think about it with that dog barking. Look at him go though. Damn. I mean, I've wrapped around some corners in my day, but not like this. Not like this guy. Too bad he didn't have dumbass luck and hit that car that was parked. And then he's gone. Murphy was trying to be a good dog and tell people. Are we kidding? Produced by? Where's the music? Oh my goodness. I'm done with the internet for today. This is insanity. They didn't even that okay, I'm going to start putting produced by TitaniumBuilt, written by TitaniumBuilt, reported by TitaniumBuilt, and all the things by TitaniumBuilt. I don't know why. I'm just like upset about that. No, the dog was not happy at all. But let's go look at something nice. Let me go to Instagram. Well, you're not making me smile. I'm just kidding. It's my sister-in-law. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm trying to figure out how to look someone up on here and I can't figure it out. Oh, there it is. Search. Okay, I couldn't find that. There he is. Okay. If you haven't had your feel of our favorite golden doodle, here you go. There's a little pictures. There's some pictures of our guy Murphy. Murphy's not 11. He's not 11 months old no more. He's a big boy now. He does big boy things. He does these things. He says, "Come on, Dad, let's go up this hill. I got something to show you." I really want a golden doodle. Vincent will bite my head off if I say that loud enough. So there he is. There he is again by the fire, just enjoying the outdoors, enjoying the water. It's pretty nice water. It's beautiful water, actually. Wow. Wow. I don't make it like that in Ohio. That's for sure. Look at them. Oh, they're swimming. How cute. It says life's better outside the kennel right here 2 weeks ago. Murphy Gonzalez said that. Because Murphy can talk, you know. There he is with the bone or the stick, playing with it like it's a bone. Oh, that's a cute picture. Look at that scenery. That's beautiful. When are we going? That's cute. I thought maybe he had a song playing with that. That's so funny. I'm so glad that he has this life. You know? Like he's on a boat. I'm not even on a boat. Can't even tell you the last time I was on a boat, but I'm glad Murphy's on a boat. You know, he deserves it. Then there's a picture. Oh, look how little he was. Oh my goodness. He was just a little guy. I bet he does too, Maga Mama. They probably have him on something. They did, you know. Oh, I bet you he looks cute though, actually, with his little hair. Look how small Murphy was. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting one. I'm getting me. Mark my words. I want a mini golden doodle though. Like I want the mini version. But I won't for a few years, probably, 5 years or so, because I have my babies and I can't have another baby right now unless it's a kitten. Yeah, Zeb, he's actually with Jack, Kaylee's ex. So he does kind of remind me of your baby too, Ishi. Your baby's hair though has more fluff. When you sent me that video of the wind just blowing in the dog's hair, I was like, oh my God, that was perfect. That was perfect. I love that. Very pampered. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely is. There's a video, I'm pretty sure it's on there. You know, those videos that the dogs would do, like where the dogs are running at you and has like the slow music going and it's like so sad. It's like says something like about you being their mom or dad or something, like, and them running to you. I don't know what it says, but it makes me cry every time I watch any kind of dog or like any kind of video with that like sound. And they did it with Murphy. So yeah, I guess they were co-owners. Yeah. But I think it was more, I would feel like that. I don't know. I would feel like that was more of Kaylee's dog. I think that dog was going with Kaylee, I think, to Texas. I think that if they, if they had to like say whose dog it was more, like just like with my animals, they're Vincent's animals also, right? But who are they with every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Me. So who do they go to first? Me. Sometimes. Not the cat. Cat wants nothing. I thought he was in here. He wants nothing to do with me now. He likes Vincent. My cat is just like, he waved goodbye to me a long time ago. They are my babies, Trips. I used to have a shirt that said dog mom. Or did it say dogaholic? I think it said dogaholic actually on it. I can't remember. I think I still have it somewhere. It's like a boutique shirt. I still have it. I've never had a lap dog, Mary Beth. I've never, ever had one. And I am going to have me a lap dog one of these days. I do have a lap dog. She's just 80 pounds. But she has to be in my lap when we go to the vet. She will not get on the floor at the vet because she's scared of all the other dogs. Even the small ones. Especially the small ones. The smaller the dog, the more intimidated this dog is of them. That's how my dogs are, Sherry. That's how they should be. My dogs, like today, oh my gosh. I thought that like Mia will do this mean growl bark. It's so mean and vicious sounding, but she's not a vicious dog at all. I mean, they all have it in them, you know what I mean? But she's literally that dog. Like she lets me lay on her and do all the things, but she'll get this like, it's like, I call it a hair brass, and she'll just like go "Rah," and just really growl at the cat and go like crazy. If the cat like is coming around to try to get to me. And I thought she did that to our other dog today. And I was like, Mia. And then I noticed she did it to my cat. And I was like, I will do something to you, girl. Now, my cat's my oldest animal. He's my everything. Now, she just likes to boss him around, but Rocky doesn't even move. When she does that growling, mean growling bark, like that makes me jump. The cat just looks at her like, what are you going to do? Like, that's what he like literally gives her that look. Like, what are you going to do? What are you possibly going to do? I bit you. Like the first, like the cat bit both of these dogs the first night we got them. And that's why he's the cat we have. You need a new dog, Mary Beth. I swear, I tell everybody, if you do lose an animal, I am not one to say don't go get another one, because I did. I got 2. But that's because, when you have that hole in your heart. But if you want a good dog, get a dog like, Ishii has, because my dog ain't good. Oh, he does look like Murphy. I want one. Why has everyone got the cute fun dogs that are like, I know how your dog is she? It's probably so good. Probably all around the neighborhood, just wagging its tail and sitting when it's supposed to and stuff. I got 2 dogs. If they see another dog, they're like, ah. Just kidding. I love my dogs. But I bet you do have a really good dog, is she? And you know what? I think you said you had like a rowdy dog your last time, your last dog. So you deserve a dog that will sit when you tell him to. That's me, is she? I know the day's going to come when like my cat doesn't bother me for treats, like because he's not here. And I'm just going to look there, like automatically. Because I've had him for so long. Or I won't I won't get woken up to like maybe being bitten or bitten, because he doesn't have front claws. So he'll bite me. He'll nibble me. Yeah, she did. I did notice that she did say she parked in the back. Yeah. My other dog's about 40 pounds. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know that broke your heart. To bite is still. That's true. My dog's bitten. My dog bit the dog downstairs. But that dog is so cute. I don't know how it gets cuter by the day, but it does. Like the dog looks like a little teddy bear with one eyeball. Like it's winking at you. It's mean, but it's so cute. Like I want the dog. Like me and Vincent, we want that dog. We're like, should we ask him? Like, I mean, should we ask him if we can have it? I think we should. I think we should. I think we need it. Could you imagine though, if I did have this dog is only like this big, it could sit like right here with like a little eye patch. Next dog I get, blind or not, it's wearing an eye patch. I'm totally kidding. I would never make my dog do that, but we're going to have everyone send in their pictures, and we're going to have to put these up on a live one night. Dale is so happy. Ashley, you made him so happy. You guys have the cutest dogs. Sound like a big gust of wind just blew through here, but I think that was the dog. Is that you? I don't even know what that was. So before I get off here, I'm just going to tell you guys something. Oh, I was going to tell you, I'm just something nice about my brother. Just, I don't know. I don't think I told you guys. And this just made me feel in my heart. I was like, oh, that's my bro. Cause I do have a really good brother. And if you're listening, you're listening, but he probably isn't by now. He's in bed. But his son is like 22 and they both are in the union. He got his son a job, and my nephew's for the last few years has been in the union, and he's worked his butt off. And we pulled into the baby shower the other day, and I saw like a work truck, like your regular old white work truck that's like got those big like things on the sides that you can like unlock or keep them locked, like the little like whatever you want to put your tools and stuff in. So my brother just bought a brand new truck for himself. It's been probably about four years ago, maybe 5 tops. It's a really nice truck. It's really nice. So when he first got it, he pulled me to the side. He was like, "This is the first truck I've ever bought myself." And he was so happy. He was probably 40 some. I mean, he's 47 now. So he's probably 42 when he's telling me this, right? 43. And he's like, "I bought this truck, and I've always bought cars. I've never had a truck." And my brother's a country guy and he needs a truck. He's just a truck guy. And so we go to the party and I see this work truck and I see the red truck there. And I'm like, "Oh, there's my brother's truck. We're at the right spot." And we're getting ready to leave. And would you not know it? But my brother gave my nephew his work truck, or his truck, and took Donovan's work truck, my nephew's work truck. So they switched because they drive together every day. And my brother, not only did he switch him and he gave him the better car, right? But he drives him to work every day. And so when my nephew was telling me that was his, car now, I was like, "No." I said, "He gave you that?" Of course, I had to tell him what his dad told me. I said, "He really loves you." I was like, "I'm just going to be here to tell you." But I thought that was really awesome of my brother to give up his little dream to give it to my nephew. That was like his like thing, like his big thing that he's always wanted. And for him to give that to his kids, and I don't know, it's nice to see because, my mom would have did the same thing, but we try to be as she. I got a good brother. And a good nephew. I got good nieces and nephews. I really do. I really, really do. They're the sweetest. My nephew's my height now. I don't know what the hell happened to him. But within like 1 year, he shot up like a good 10 inches or something. You have 2 huskies and a Pommy and an Aussie. Oh, you have a full house over there, Maga Mama. Oh, I was wondering where you are from if you don't want to answer. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh my gosh, now I gotta look at your face. I don't know. I'm trying to see. The best place would be, I'm from Chillicothe. I have a business. I'm on the internet, but I don't live there now, but that's where I'm from. That's where I grew up. But I mean, if you are, I would literally just be like, wow. You know what I mean? Because I would just be like a full circle moment. German Shepherds, those are really good dogs. A Passador, aw. With her cat brothers. I have 2 dogs that are girls, and then I have a cat that's a boy, so. Yes, I wanted to go over that actually tomorrow, I think. I want to go over Austin Drummond's. He went to court. A Shih Tzu when it comes to my work. Aw. I do like the my I think it was my aunt that had my aunt had German Shepherds. She had one and then it passed, like, it was old, and then she got a baby. They got a new one. That case is wild. We need to go over it again. I'll give you $50 for it. Squeaky said, oh, she is a cool, weird dog. I'll give you $50 for it. Squeaky, I swear. The things that you say remind me of stuff my dad would have came up with, because the jokes, they're like quick-witted, or just the way that I don't know, just the way that you present them. I would think that you were from Philadelphia. Really? She tries to boss your cat around? Aw. I wonder where it could be from. Are you from Ohio? Probably, I mean, I'm assuming you are. Never been on TV. Could have been from that time I ran from the cops. Yeah, that was on TV that one time. Choppers everywhere. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Someone's going to clip that and be like, oh my God, did you hear? The only time I've ever had a chopper around me was when they were taking me to the hospital. LE Canine. Oh. And he certifies the LE Canines. Wow, that's a good dog. Man, I wouldn't know I wouldn't know what to do with myself with a dog that's nice. Or that like trained. My dogs are nice. They're just not trained. Hey, Tempest. I'm like, they're just not trained. They are, but they're not. Like, if they were to go off of their leashes, I don't know exactly what they would do. I know Mia for surely would not go but one step, and then she'd be like, oh, no, and then she'd turn around and be right with me. My boxer Pit, she may just take a cruise for a minute, and then come back when she's ready. I could see that. Now, them together, if you put, I don't know, they're both crazy. Really? Your cat just lays there? Man, my cat will be biting the dogs. He don't care. He has no chill. He'll, like, the dog will walk by and he'll just swat at it. Like, he don't even got nothing there. He don't care. He just wants them to know. Smack you. Oh, Oklahoma. Oh, I guess I did say I was from Ohio, huh? But I'm from Chillicothe, Ohio. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up, but I went to high school and stuff. So, and it was small and it was not very much fun. There was nothing to do there. So that's why we moved. I moved to a smaller town, and then I moved to Columbus, and then I made my way back around. Not back around to Chillicothe. Nowhere near there. Unfortunately, because that's where my, family's from, but I don't go there a lot. So I'm going to jump off here. I've been on here for 2.5 hours, but I figured I'd just stay on like later tonight because I knew Vincent would be asleep early tonight. So he's already out there sleeping. He fell asleep on the couch. I should go tickle his feet. I think I will. I think I'm gonna go tickle his feet. I wonder what he would do. I don't think he would. I know what he'd do. Man, Tanya. That's all he would say. He wouldn't get mad. He wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, there would be no voice inflection. He would just be like, oh man, Tanya. Something like that. That's what he'd say. And then I'd laugh because I torture him a little bit, just a little bit. But thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, PTSD. No, Vincent's like the opposite of PTSD. I'm the PTSD of our relationship. I know. I'm so glad that, I enjoyed tonight too. I'm glad you guys all came, and I'm glad you guys were here with me. Thank you for sticking around, hanging out, talking to me after the live. I appreciate that. Hit the like on your way out if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. That's the only thing I really ever asked you to do. Whoever said that today, I forget who it was. I should have remembered the name because it was such a nice compliment. It was such a nice comment. It was a compliment. But it said that they're like, all she ever asks is for people just to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. And those are both free to do. And I was like, oh, that's so nice of you. So thank you guys for being here again. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Tonight, we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out, can't make a stop.